Welcome in, SportsTalkSC.com, continuing coverage of Clemson at the National Championship in Phoenix. Phil Kornblut from the Phoenix Civic Center in downtown Phoenix, where Media Day is winding to a close on this Saturday morning. You can see the Alabama crowd is out on the floor being interviewed by the various media from around the country. Nick Saban and several of the key players are up on podiums. The rest of the players are scattered around the convention center floor at various tables where they're being interviewed by the media. Each team was given an hour. Clemson went out first this morning. Dabo Swinney and Shaq Lawson, Ben Boulware, Eric McClain, and Deshaun Watson were the premier players that were up on the podiums. The rest of the players were spread out around the floor area to be interviewed. Lawson, of course, attracted a great deal of attention because of his knee situation. He said today he's at about 60% regarding being able to play on Monday night. He did not sound completely definitive about being able to play, though he did not say that he would not be able to play. He continued to say that he was doing all the things to get ready, that he was going through his routine. He said that it's an MCL situation and it is painful. It does hurt on the side of his knee. And so at this late date in the week and only 60%, you do have to wonder if he'll be able to play, and if he can play, just how effective he will be. Dabo Swinney was asked the same question. He said that he expects him to play on Monday night. Outside of that, there was no major news coming from the Clemson side of things. The Tigers appear confident. They're having a terrific time. They're not intimidated by Alabama. They feel like they'll have a good game plan, and they feel like offensively they have the weapons that can do some things against Alabama's defense. Defensively, as Brent Venables told us, he knows they've got to get a lot of people on the football when Derrick Henry is carrying it. And so their plan will be gang tackling, a lot of helmets to the football, and don't try and bring Derrick Henry down by yourself. That's not going to work. That was a sentiment that was also echoed by Cordray Tankersley, who also noted that it's going to take a lot of gang tackling to bring Henry down. Speaking of Tankersley, we asked him about his future plans regarding coming back for next year or going on to the NFL. His response was he'll know something after Monday night's game. So it's obviously something he is thinking about, and he'll have some kind of decision either right after the game or sometime soon afterwards. So after leaving here, the teams are going to go back to their respective hotels, and then later this afternoon they'll go off for practice sessions. Clemson will practice at Scottsdale Community College, and the Tigers are scheduled to go out at about 5:30 p.m. That's Eastern time, 3:30 here in Phoenix. The first 15 minutes will be open for photos and videotaping and the like, but after that it will be a closed practice. As far as the teams are concerned, they will practice again tomorrow, though that's a practice before a game day, so you know that will be a very light practice. Both teams will have a chance to go by University of Phoenix Stadium and walk around on the artificial surface there and get a feel for the arena. Also on Sunday morning, it's the last press conference for the two head coaches, Dabo Swinney and Nick Saban. Hopefully the tone and the questions will be more about the game and not so much about history and relationships and life experiences and things of that nature, which are kind of dominant here today with the head coaches. Not a whole lot of meat coming out of the two pressers with the head coaches. Of course, it wasn't the best situation for getting good questions and answers to the head coaches because there were so many reporters crowded around the two head coaches, and the setting was not the most convenient in the world, to say the least. So that'll do it for now as we continue our coverage of Clemson at the National Championship in Arizona. This is Phil Kornblut. Stay with us here on SportsTalkSC.com for more coverage from Arizona.